So today we are going to start the series of the React JS, and I also does not learn the React series before this. Uh, we are trying to learn with you guys also, and uh, I also. So today we start the series. So the lecture one of the React series first is the introduction of the React. Today's agenda is prerequisite for learning React and what is React, benefit of React, and is React is a framework or library, version history, and the prerequisite of learning React is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we already learned the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and especially focus on the DOM part and RS part. So you can learn from anywhere. There are a lot of YouTube playlist available for the HTML, CSS, and React. So today we are going to learn the basic part of the React because before that, no one can create such like series on YouTube, which is uh, give the theory knowledge as well as the practical knowledge. So that's why I am making this series. And before that, I am not learn the React. I also try to learn with you guys. So forgive me for any mistake. So the JavaScript is a library created by the React is a library of JavaScript which is created by the Facebook, and it is created in I think 2023. Uh, the used to build a user interface on the front end, and it is used to build single page application SPAS also called as. What is the problem React solves? Are you aware about the Facebook Messenger part? Whenever a notification will come at that time, uh, that section will be automatically updated. First of all, when I am already received three, then one more we get the message at that time. Three is also upgrade to the four, like that, and it is the component based. React is the component based uh, framework uh, library which is used to update the component. Suppose you have to design an e-commerce app with a home page. So search a page, home page, search page, product detail page, like solution. We have two ways to build this type of e-commerce app. Multi-page web application, that is the old approach. Like we are using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And single page web app where we learn using uh, we build using the React and new approach. This is a new approach. Multi-page means we are building the multiple page in a single website. And drawback of it: slower navigation, worse user experience, not very mobile friendly. Single page app. Uh, a single page application is a web application that uh, load a single HTML page in the Chrome and browsers, dynamically update content without requiring the full page load. Example of SCPA is Gmail and Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. These are the most important examples. Key benefit of the React is very fast DOM manipulation, virtual DOM, and easy to learn component based approach. And what is the component based approach? So the component based approach is React build the UI by dividing into the small pieces called components. Each component is responsible for displaying a part of UI and managing its own data and logic. So component is like header, footer, and sidebar like that. So the React component is as already said header, side nav, main content, side nav, footer, like this. These are the components of the web pages. So C language and C++, Java, Python. These are the oldest approach to write like this code. So these also and these also by using React, we are write like this directly in a single line. React components in calculator, we are using a calculator, and as we are familiar with the calculator, and in calculator each buttons are the individual component of the React. Okay. And displaying number, it is an also component. Displaying a screen, it is an also component. Entire calculator can be a component that wrap around all the other components. React is a library or framework. Some people think React is a framework because its behavior and capabilities, and it behave like a framework, and it build entire front end of the web application by using React. So that's why people think about React. It is an framework, but it is technically it is an library. So the what is an library and what is an framework? What is difference between it? So the focused on a specific library is focused on the specific functionalities. Like it is only solve one problem, and framework is offering tool for building the entire. So whenever we are building the full-fledged application, at that time, they frameworks provide the uh, tools and tools for the building entire application, and libraries are customizable. You decide how and where to use it. Not framework are not customizable. You follow the framework rules. Easier to learn as it solves the single problem. A steeper to learning crave due to the broader scope and convenience. So example is React, Axonomies, NumPy, Angular, Spring Boot, Django. These are the frameworks. So React is an customizable. For example, for making our UI look beautiful, we can either use plain CSS or use Bootstrap or use Tailwind or use Material UI. So mean it is totally our decision how to we you want to style our app. So React is an customizable. For example, using the forms, we can either use HTML forms. You already know the label tag, form tag. These are the required for this course. So I am assuming you already learned the React. You already run the HTML, CSS, and JS, or use library called for me. These are the library which provides us the forms. So the last two are the React specific libraries add the important feature to our forms like validation. Version history. Uh, React created in 2011, and its lead developer was Jordan Walke. He is the guy who's uh, built the React version history. In 2013, Facebook made the React an open source library and released version 0.3.0. In 2015, OTT platforms giants Netflix announced that it will use React for its app. As of now, the current latest version is 19. It released on the 15th of December 2024. Where React stands today. Today, the React is the capture big market in the global level. So top companies using React, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, X, Netflix, there are such kind of companies which are using the Reacts. Uh, these are the class schedule for next lecture.